What's good, y'all? Welcome back with another video with Catch the T with Lil G. Please make sure y'all subscribe my YouTube channel. With that being said, let's hop on board with this new Music Friday. So basically, Lotto came out with the Sunday Service remix with Megan and Flo Milli, and then Tems dropped her album, which is out today as well. It's called Born in the Wild or whatever. And I'm looking forward to, basically checking out the album or whatever. I feel like I love her sound, her style, her music, everything, about her when it comes to her delivery. I love to see, the newer artists win, basically. I feel like, everybody should have a chance, especially if, the music is hot and is given or whatever. With that being said, I am loving the new single that, she got out right now with J. Cole. It's a real good, song, basically. And I feel like it's gonna hit the Billboards real quick. It's real catchy and smooth, basically. I feel like Tems, she's an artist who jumped on the scene with a fresh style, sound, and I just love, how sweet she is when she, show her presence or whatever. I do feel like she deserves more Grammys coming soon. I feel like, she bust out with The Future, I'll Wait for You, and she actually won, a Grammy from that song or whatever. And I just feel like she deserves every success that she get. Not only that, this is her first worldwide tour that she will be headlining, and it's from the album Born in the Wild tour, basically. With that being said, we gotta go check out that Tems album. Now, moving on, P. Diddy, Sean Combs, or whatever the hell y'all want to call him, basically got word that, the Revolt TV is officially, away from his doing. Basically, from what I read, they saying that basically all of the employees of the media group basically got rights or whatever, ownership or other words. And I just feel like at the end of the day, I think they all deserved it, if that is the case. However, it be tricks and twists into this whole music industry and industry period in general, if you ask me. With that being said, I feel as if, Diddy might still have some type of doing with, the media company, but hey, who knows? Okay, so nobody is an equal owner in the business, so who is the main owner? They done gave Young Miami millions. That's why she unfollowed that man. We about to get Carisha pleased in every way. There's a catch to this. Either bought their silence or still involved silently. And at this case, I hope that ain't the truth of the matter. Simply because everybody need justice, and he need to be punished if he allegedly did all of that. Oh, please, Diddy, still calling the shots. More companies should be like this, to be honest. The name is tarnished, though. If y'all believe this, y'all believe in Samuel. At the end of the day, the comment section, they don't buy that at all. Diddy still own that shit. His workers are too loyal. He cutting that check even bigger now. I be working at the wrong places, bro. And then somebody said they hiring. I got some shit to say at Young Miami. At the end of the day, moving forward on to Yee. So his former assistant basically filed a civil lawsuit against the rapper, accusing him of SH and failing to pay her millions of dollars before she was wrongfully terminated. And basically, I feel like this woman was just in this for a come up. I'm not saying that, it's true or it's not true, but I'm just saying, stating the facts on what I feel like happening here, and that's what's going on. I feel like she just want a big payday. But hey, stuff like this should be took seriously. And it said basically for wrongful termination, breach of contract, SH, in hostile work environment, unlawful retaliation, and emotional distress. Like, if those things were done to her, yes, she should be compensated. But until then, the truth got to come out. So basically, it said Kanye West is firing back at the assistant after she accused the rapper of SH. In a statement to TMZ, Kanye's legal rep says she was attempting to extort Kanye because he kept denying her advances and refused to support her lifestyle. Basically, went on to say his rep claimed that she was fired from Yeezy because she was unqualified for the position and kept requesting an outrageous amount of money. As mentioned in the suit, she was reportedly put on a $4 million salary for her role at Yeezy, but according to Kanye's rep, she has lavishly unhinged conduct, so Kanye didn't want to employ her anymore, basically. And basically, it says the legal team claimed that she was the one started with Kanye. They claim would send Kanye unsolicited news and would make advances towards Ye, but his rep claimed he always denied them. While working for Kanye, she would also ask for lavish gifts like Birkins, foreign cars, and more, something Kanye reportedly wasn't willing to give. Yeah, like, just reading this make me think it was like a love interest that went wrong and he just, brushed her off. And in the comment section, well, it ain't like he was gonna confess if it was true. Kanye about to handle this on a whole nother expository level. I don't know, those text messages sounded exactly like Kanye. Sounded like Kanye's lyrics, laugh out loud. Now, at the end of the day, what does Kanye lyrics have to do with something that's, important as such? Like, some people get in these comment sections, I feel like, and just was write anything at this point or whatever. And then y'all keep poking at Kanye and Ye gonna poke back. Kanye just paid up. Like, that's the thing. It seemed like it's just a big trend now or something that, all of these women allegedly coming forward. Now, I absolutely agree with some of the accusations and lawsuits that I read in the past, but when somebody is just trying to get money. Moving on, let's head on to this Trina interview or whatever.
He got up for I wanna run, stop it in my face, throw it down my throat. Baby, what a blood, cause I can make it swell.
One, the only, the Diamond Princess, Trina.
You don't know now, ho. That's off the chain like me. That a boss thing like me. Oh, look, off a thing like me. Now you don't know now, ho.
You always know you were going to be a big star.
I was able to do my first concert in Miami at this club called Cameo. I brought Notorious B.I.G., Jermaine Dupri and the Brat, and Craig Mack to Miami, Florida.
Wait.
As a teenager.
When people talk about the top five, when they name the top female rappers, your name sometimes is not included. Does that bother you sometimes?
Even your top 5 has been at some point influenced by me.
When you look at the state of female hip hop right now, and you see a lot of the social media beef, a lot of people getting into it, how does that make you feel knowing that that just wasn't what you were used to growing up?
We set the tone and the path to inspire the new girls enough confidence that they can do this. Because we saw the confidence. I think now it has a lot to do with the internet.
It was something that happened between you and Nicki Minaj. This whole controversy surrounding BAPs and the lack of promotion, and then somebody on your team saying that. Did that affect your friendship with Nicki? And you did this interview to ask you who paved the way for rap, for female rap.
No, that's not what they said. They asked me, who is
the queen of rap.
Yeah, even Missy, she was like, nah, girl, I know you wouldn't even say me when they said that. You gonna always say Beyonce.
Said, I love Eve.
I was happy.
You killed that fucking verses.
I saw something that was like, oh, she don't got enough hits. She don't got all these records. She distant. Even Joe Budden, somebody was saying it. Hello? Who don't got enough records? What are y'all talking about? It fused me.
Are you surprised by what's been revealed when it comes to Puff?
I would say this, though.
I have never, Katrina, seen you glow so much when it comes to your new man. What is it so different about this relationship to where you are like a kid in a candy store?
In my relationship now with my husband.
You guys are married?
We share a lot.
Are you married?
No,
Okay, so listening to the Trina and Carlos King interview or whatever, I found a few things funny. For one, I feel like Trina has, contributed to the whole female rap era or whatever, I feel like. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like she did enough in the music game or whatever. Trina to me come off as a person who mean what she say and say what she mean, but then when certain topics come up, it seem like she always want to beat around the bush or whatever. And I caught that tea when she was feeling some type of way when he was like, your top 5 and you're not a part of it or whatever. I feel like she was bothered or whatever because people don't list her in the top, 5 ever or whatever else for that case. And to be honest, I feel like at the end of the day, I don't care what she say or anyone around her say, she feels some type of way, I feel like, towards Nicki at the end of the day when you got somebody that came and took over and dominated an industry that, she started out as. Yeah, I feel like she is bothered about that at the end of the day. But I just feel as if Trina's rude. I don't like her on Love and Hip Hop, and it is what it is at the end of the day. Somebody was like, this whole interview had so much potential and failed. Unfortunately, Carlos hasn't evolved from a fan to a journalist when he interviews people. Trina fans knew everything he mentioned and asked about. Why not ask about her Diamond Doll Foundation, Trina Day in Miami, new music, her past fragrance, her new book? Trina need a new PR team ASAP. It tags somebody. The only one to take away from this is she hasn't spoken to Nicki in a couple years, and who really care about that? Trina is still that girl. If she get a better team and lose the weight, she's unstoppable or whatever. Oh, so somebody clocked some tea about Carlos or whatever and his techniques about his interviewing style. Somebody else said she has never been a good rapper. She's an entertainer. And then somebody said, why you here, hater? Get lost. Go kiss Nicki Minaj. But like to rest of the weirdos. Like, it's funny how that's the only thing people, at this point can talk about is Nicki when it comes to other female rappers, that's present. Like, everybody want to bring up Nicki to the point that they all know basically that Nicki did dominantly take over all of the female rap or whatever, if you ask me. And at the end of the day, I get so tired of people always saying something about kissing, Nicki's ass or whatever. At the end of the day, it's a lot of haters, especially when it comes, to the subject of Nicki, I feel like. And the shit is beyond crazy to me at this point. Like, that's how you know Nicki is that female that is winning when it comes to female rap, took over, you know, blowing numbers off the charts, headlining the most successful female world tour at the moment. Like, I see why people always want to bring Nicki up, because Nicki is a competition and everybody know it. I would watch, but she be hating on the Queen Onika, so I keep my view count. Another said Trina influenced Meg. What kind of tennis shoes is Trina Rockstar wearing? At the end of the day, I feel like that one comment is right. Like I said, she do hate on Nicki, and I guess you can say Trina influenced Meg, because at the end of the day, that's all Trina used to do back in her era as well, was, just dance, dance, dance. And that's about it, I feel like, at the end of the day. But with that being said, I will move on. And then somebody said, let's be very clear, when Nicki came into the game, there was no competition. Girls was not in the field, so Nicki picked up the torch. A lot of girls from before even Nicki time is in they field because they feel like Nicki stole the spotlight that they felt they was supposed to be in. When in all actuality, she put the work in to be who she is today and to be considered the queen of rap. Just because girls won't admit that publicly don't mean they don't think that. Nicki is literally the only richest female rapper, and her longevity suppresses even some of those before her and those who inspired her. When y'all do these interviews, be fair, trying to dismiss and not acknowledge that Nicki has definitely opened doors, definitely put females rap back on the map, and definitely is a trailblazer, and one of them ones when it comes to female rap is late. Hell, she's even surpassed some of the hottest male rappers in the game. Even they can vouch for her. The subliminal not trying to give her credit make this interview look like y'all are haters. Change the narrative and give people their roses. Even Trina know what's good. Now, at the end of the day, I definitely agree or whatever when it comes to that whole paper basically that this comment wrote about. Basically, at the end of the day, she didn't want to give, it seemed like, Nicki her flowers, when he spoke up on the whole, I guess, what happened between her and Nicki years ago or whatever. And at the end of the day, you could tell that Trina did not want to indulge in that conversation. And on top of it, it seemed like she didn't want to, make a response neither. I guess she felt like maybe that was an ambush question or something, and she didn't know how to, take the question. But it really seemed like she was giving off a bitter soon as he said Nicki's name at the end of the day. And that's just what I picked up on myself or whatever. Somebody said Trina no, but she's not as big as she thinks. She thinks she's on a Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, Missy Elliott, or Nicki Minaj level, and she's not. I need to see Dr. Heavenly and Trina together just one time, please. Like, at the end of the day, no, she for damn sure not on Lil Kim, Foxy, Missy, or Nicki's level. I feel like at the end of the day, I do feel as if, like she stated, she, did start as an original, female MC or whatever. But like I stated, she didn't take the music thing far or serious. It seemed like she always was, in her fashions, in different ventures, and as you see, TV or whatever. And at the end of the day, even back then, I said, I don't think Trina is gonna, make it as a rapper. Now, I ain't saying that she wasn't gonna make it, by doing anything, but I do feel like the fashion, the perfume line, etc. I feel like she's better qualified for that than rapping. But moving on, let's get to this whole top 10 rapper thing. Okay, so it was a lot of buzz or whatever going around. Basically, as we all know, Billboard named the 10 hottest female MCs as of now. And I just wonder, where do they get these lists from when they're choosing the candidates for the, category? Because I'm very confused sometimes, simply because I feel like sometimes it's just delusional on a lot of them when they, put certain people in lists that don't even qualify at all, if you ask me, or whatever. So we got the number one is Nicki Minaj. Of course, she should have most definitely been number one on the list, because out of all of those girls, I don't care how old Nicki might be or whatever the case is, she proved her point for a long time in this rap game, and she earned all her stripes, I feel like, in the industry alone, especially when you doing bigger numbers than a lot of the male MCs or whatever. So you got uh two is Sexy Red. I mean, she been killing the game, I feel like. I don't know about number two. You got Meg 3. At the end of the day, between all of those girls, I would have to put Megan, of course, after Nicki, because she can rap, I feel like, but she don't take it serious at times. You got Doja 4, and Doja killing out, Spotify and, the Billboards or whatever. And then she been doing her thing on the tours. You got 5, which is Ice Spice. She shouldn't been on the list at all, I feel like. She don't do nothing but a bunch of yelling. 6 is Glorilla. Glorilla been proving her part in the industry, I feel like, at this point. You got number 7, Cardi. And that's very funny to me, how you got someone that always say she live in the top 10 and always bragging, and basically still in her mind from that first album with the number she did makes her delusional, I feel like. You got Lotto, can't rap for real at all. You got JT been proving her part, I feel like. And then you got Flo Milli. Flo Milli shouldn't even been on the chart at all. Like, you would have to really go and look and see who she even is. Okay, so I know y'all saw this too. So Sexy Red basically, gave a shout out to Billboard for putting her on the list. And then on the other side, how all of the girls, names popped up, but it's only one, person Sexy's following basically from that list that I saw, which is Nicki Minaj. Now, everybody know Nicki and Sexy Red, for the most from what I've been getting, they're pretty good with each other. She's like really the only hot girl out right now besides Nicki, I feel like, that's doing something, anyway, or whatever. But I see that Sexy really fuck with Nicki and Nicki's loyalty at the end of the day, because it's been, a lot of girls that came along in this industry wanted to learn so much from Nicki, and wanted Nicki to guide them basically to the point where every last one of the girls then cross Nicki basically. I don't care what nobody say. It is what it is. They used Nicki till they couldn't use Nicki no more. And then people be on the internet like, Nicki so bitter, this and that. Like, at the end of the damn day, I would feel some type of way too if I felt like somebody was using me for my talent and my success just to copy me and then want to, start a rap beef basically. At the end of the day, I damn sure agree with Nicki on her reactions and the way she feel on how the other rap chicks did or whatever. And no, I'm not cool with that whole using, abusing shit. If you ask me, literally every girl that's on that list, either they wanted to collab with her or they, started a fake friendship. And then next thing you know, oh, they got all problems with Nicki for some reason. But yeah, so another said, how's Nicki number one when she has zero songs charting on every streaming platform? Like, one thing for sure is that's when she's doing her thing out here. When she don't have no songs, charting or whatever. But at the end of the day, that's a lie, because it's a lot of Pink Friday 2 songs that was charting. Now, whether, the numbers was high, low, or whatever, it don't matter. She basically was on the chart on the Pink Friday 2. I don't care what y'all say. Like, now, was all of them number one? No. But at the end of the day, she's doing her thing, because when you got somebody that's just basically doing a world tour and selling out like that, alone, she's winning. Like, all of the haters can disagree with that, but at the end of the day, that just goes to show my girl don't gotta work hard at all to still be number one in this game. Like, I feel like they all need to take notes and, rethink or reevaluate some things, because a lot of them, were working super hard, busting their ass, it seemed like, just to make a top 10 basically. So at the end of the day, I'm glad the person who wrote that comment stated what she stated, because at the end of the day, that show you not all the time you gotta work super hard just to get that spot at the end of the day. And of course, all of the Barty girls, all of the hotties, Lotto's crew, you know, all of them don't like Nicki and probably never will. And at the end of the day, they all want her spot. But no matter what they do, no matter how many of them come together and try to team up and, record a song on Nicki, it's still not going to be given at the end of the day. Once a hater is always a hater. Now, moving on. Somebody in the comment section, this look like one of the Barty fans, bunch of twinks made this list. Somebody else said Nicki will forever be the queen ruling the girls. How Megan in the top 3 when she shouldn't even made top 5. Cardi in her right position. I love that. At the end of the day, my thing is to the Barty fan, why it gotta be a bunch of twinks though that made this list? Cause at the end of the day, a lot of Cardi's fan base resides around nothing but twinks. And I mean, no shade. And then, as far as the second comment, Day is absolutely right. Nicki will forever be the queen ruling all of the girls. But however, I gotta give credit when it's due, and to be honest and fair, even though I'm not a big fan, Megan was in the right position, I feel like. Now, Cardi, on the other hand, she belonged at the bottom of the barrel. Like, at the end of the day, the way she act, talk, and her music. But moving on, you had another user was like, y'all been hoping and praying for the downfall of Ice for 2 years now, and she's just getting started. Now, on the whole Ice Spice situation, I feel like she's an opportunist. At the end of the day, in multiple other videos, I stated the same thing, and I feel as if she can't rap at all. Like they said, she do nothing but yelling, hollering, etc. And a lot of her music just don't make sense to me whatsoever. And when she first came in the music scene, I was like, okay, I don't care if she made, a song with Nicki, which I do care. But at the end of the day, I just felt like she was fake from the jump, like all the other rap girls, that wanted to befriend Nicki, I feel like. And then, it basically got put out there how she really feel about Nicki, and us Barbs are still waiting on her, to basically let us know what was really good with them text messages. And for her album about to drop, it's about to do horrible far as numbers. Y'all watch what I tell y'all. When I say they always talking about the bars, but need they support at the end of the day. Now, moving along. Okay, so somebody added Billboard or whatever, pulling lists out your ass to get the people going. Anybody who thinks sexy is hotter in any sense of the word than anybody she's above on this list is smoking the most deadliest strand of crack on the market. Now, I will say, however, I am not a big fan of the type of music she promotes or whatever, but I will give Sexy Red her credit because she has been grinding since she had her baby. Matter of fact, I take that shit back. She been grinding while she was pregnant with her baby. But I will say, number 2, yeah, that's kind of beyond crazy. But anyway, y'all, please make sure y'all subscribe with Catch the Tea with Lil G, and I'll see y'all on the next run.